It's been the home of the Panthers since 1996. Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. We welcome you to EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. RPO and a quick hit to Smith and Jigba. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Shotgun now for Jones. He'll get this complete to Walker.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jones. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Second and a yard. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
Here we go, 11.
They'll motion their tight end, Scott. Jones going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got it with Smith and Jigba. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the 1st down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up 1st down.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Set.
Here's a first carry for their running back. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Jones looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Near the sideline and caught by Metcalf. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Seattle.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Here's 1st and 10.
11-11.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, get set. Here's that.
Finding Metcalf quickly on the RPO. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Seahawks going to bring their kicker out and try a field goal. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Seahawks will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 18, Pioneer.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And a big gain out of bounds as time runs down. An exclamation point to end this first quarter. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Street.
Putting the tight end in motion. He'll drop to throw. Open man downfield is Leggett. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Go!
A quick throw. That's Leggett on the RPO. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. An extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good. Panthers move out to a 7-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. On play action, oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll motion their tight end, Scott. Now, Jones. High throw, but it's reeled in. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Slot receiver headed right. Here's Jones. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Jones. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, get set. Here's that.
Again, it's Jones. He's gonna look for the home run ball.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Jones to the air again. 7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. To throw is Jones. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's his 1st reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. Here's Walker. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. The Panthers will take their 1st timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. He'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. They'll motion their tight end, Scott. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll motion their tight end, Scott. They'll go for it. It's Jones. This one intercepted. He gets free. Still going. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Carolina. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
Very little time remaining in this 1st half as this kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Throwing, Jones. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, he'll keep this one on the ground. So, we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, headed left. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike, but listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Here we go, set.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Panthers move out to a 21-3 advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, get set.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2.
Omaha, set. 21.
Once again, it's Walker. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short. Play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Omaha, set.
Here's a handoff to Walker. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Omaha, set.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Well. Set.
Here's Jones to throw. He'll get this complete to Walker. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. So, 3 quarters.
Here we go, get set. 11. 21.
Now Jones throwing on 2nd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They send him right out of the slot. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down. A tight end in motion now. Now a give up the middle. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now this time they'll look to throw. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
60 Eagles, 60 Bobcat, 60 go! 19 tight, 19 tight.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Now he'll air one out. That's hard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Hold on. Set.
Jones. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
From the gun, it's Jones. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Jones. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator...
And this ball intercepted by J.C. Horn.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. They'll send him over to the left. On 2nd down, they run the counter. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Lion. Hot go.
Look at this. They'll go with the jet sweep. And he's going to have a Panthers first down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10. 10 yards to pick up there, and that'll get him a new set of downs. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now give on the ground. And he's finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets to the Panthers' 20-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Here we go.
Back to the ground after the penalty. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Panthers. That is a first National Football League touchdown for this rookie back. That is a moment, Greg, that he will cherish forever.
You got to hope he finds that ball. I could promise you every player who has ever scored an NFL touchdown, they have that first one somewhere. I know where mine is. It sits right on top of my shelf. It's a special moment, and they're hoping it's the first of many for this young back.
He'll start at the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They run with Walker. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Here we go. 11, 11. Here we go. 11, 11. Hot.
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. The Seahawks sending out their punt team. Now, fair catch, signal for, and made here at about the 43-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. A game they really did struggle in. It looked like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory.